In this video, we are going to have a look at the idea of real and apparent depth. Now, where that starts is with a bit of a, call it magic trick, call it good physics. And what we're going to do is I'm going to place a coin in the middle of this bowl. Now what I'm going to do is move the camera back, and I'm going to angle the camera so that the coin is just out of view. I'm going to change the angle a little bit. So coin is just out of view. Okay, and what I'm not going to do, I'm not going to adjust the cup now. I'm not going to adjust the camera. What I am going to do is take some water and very gently pour that in so that the coin doesn't move. But it does come into view. There we go. And the reason that comes into view is not because the coin has moved backwards, it's still exactly where it was, but what has happened is the light is refracting from the surface of the water in such a way that you can now see the coin. So the coin looks like it's somewhere that it is not. So it A, looks like it's higher up, and it B, looks like it's sort of closer to the camera there. Okay, now as a diagram of this, sorry for the slightly seasick inducing camera movements. Now, as a diagram, what we need to do is first of all draw our bowl or our cup. This is a bit of both. So there is our cup. Now I'm going to put the coin, which I'm going to do in a different colour. And the coin is going to go at the bottom in the middle. Now I need to put the eyes in so that they cannot see the coin. Okay, so if I sort of follow that, use the ruler as a bit of a trace, so the eye can't be anywhere past this line. So I'm going to draw the eye. The eye is even over here. Now this is where the coin really is. But what I'm going to do now is, just for the purpose of the diagram, I'm going to use the ruler to show where the edge of where the eyes will see something is, which is there. So the coin in our diagram looked higher and it looked a bit closer. So where I'm going to draw that is about, actually no, it didn't look closer. It did look higher though. So I'm going to draw the image of the coin there. But that only works because we filled the cup with water. Oops. So this is the water line, that's the image of the coin, and that's the real coin, and we'll sort of label those up later. Sorry about that. So the next step is to identify some of this. So this is the water line. I'm just going to label this, in fact I'm going to call this the object, and this is the image of where it looks like it is. I'm going to do the light rays in green just to distinguish them. Now what I'm going to do, I am going to draw from this corner here to show a real light ray that is going into the eye and a virtual light ray to show where it looks like that light ray is coming from. Remember, virtual light rays don't really exist, it's just the eye knows that this light ray here is coming into the eye. The eye doesn't know that the ray has changed direction, so the eye traces the ray back and thinks it's come from this way. And see, the other eye has a ray that comes into it that way, but then the virtual ray where the eye thinks the ray has come from is there. So the two eyes receive a light ray each, they trace it back and focus the image, and it looks like the image has come from here. So your eyes, for all intents and purposes, your eyes, your brain, think the image is there, and that is what we saw in the cup. So you saw the image there. But the physics of it is that at the surface of the water, that light has changed direction due to refraction. And what this diagram shows us is that happening. Okay, and that is our diagram. So you can see the object at the bottom, the image is up here, the real light rays are coming out of the water, changing direction into the eyes, but with the water in there, it looks like the image is here. But you can see beforehand that the light rays from the object can't get past the edge of the glass up here. So the light rays can't reach the eyes without the water in there. So it's still an irony, you can only see the image with the water in, but it looks like it's somewhere that it's not. So the real depth of the object is the distance between here and the object at the bottom. So that's the real depth. And the apparent depth is the distance from the top of the water down to where the image looks like it is. Okay, so that's our diagram for real and apparent depth.